Hey everybody, what's going on? Speed Big for One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 4 of our Zero Overall Dynasty here on College Football 26. Today we're going to have four games as a highlight video, just like we did last year on College Football 25. So if you guys did miss those, go watch that series. It's been pretty fun. But here we have a third down and goal from the 9-yard line on our first drive, and we find our running back running wide open in the middle of the field. And of course, Omaha starts out with a quick 7-0 lead here against FCS. However, the next drive, FCS is going to counter with one of their own. It's going to be a pass out to the right, but we do get the stop, and it'll make it 4th down and 12. And again, they do counter with a field goal of their own to make this 7-3. However, if we can get the block, that'd be nice, but we do not, and it'll be 7-3 here in the first quarter. With 6 seconds to go here in the first quarter, though, jumping ahead a little bit, we are going to kick a field goal, but they do run into our kicker. That gives us a free first down and pretty much free 15 yards. So we have another chance to at least put up another score, and this time hopefully make it in the end zone. We have a zip route by our tight end, gets open, finds the end zone, and we are up early, 14-3. Here against FCS. They would put up another field goal, and with 3 minutes to go in the half, we run one of my favorite RPOs. Neely gets open, and we have a quick 21-6 lead about to go in the half. However, FCS does not go away here against us, because here with 2 minutes to go here in the half, they run left side. We miss multiple tackles, bad routes. We don't have any speed whatsoever. And FCS gets a touchdown to make it 21-13 here just before the half. They would end up getting another field goal to make it 21-16. And with 40 seconds to go, we throw it over the middle, and it gets picked off. So FCS now has a chance to take the lead before going in the half, but our defense holds to another field goal. But to start jumping ahead to the middle of the third, FCS scores a touchdown, and they take a lead, 26-21, going in the fourth quarter. And at the 10-yard line, we have our man Bulaga running wide open in the end zone, and we take the lead back. But now we need to go for 2 to make this a 3-point game. 27-26. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Qualls looks everywhere. No one's open. He's just going to walk in to get the 2-point conversion to go up 3. With 3 minutes left, though, they get a blocked kick. And FCS, a couple minutes later, or a couple plays later, will run to the right side. Again, poor routes to the ball. Henry will not be able to catch him. And just like that, FCS takes the lead late in the fourth. They try to go for 2 here. And if we can stop them, all we now need is at least a field goal to win. They run it. They don't get anywhere close. And it's 32-31. A minute 22. We run a lot of clock. We have a man open. It's Gizzy. Gets the catch. Dives into the end zone for a touchdown to take the lead late with barely any time left. Our actually starting quarterback got hurt on that throw, so our backup of Teague had to come in with a minute 16 to go. Again, looking everywhere. No one is open. He's going to walk in again. So we are up 7. Last play of the game here, hopefully for FCS. Throws it left side. It's incomplete. And Omaha will escape with a win. A 39-32 win over FCS. A very high-scoring game against a FCS school, which sometimes is not very good for us. We had to put up 18 points in the fourth quarter to even win the game. It was a tough one for us, but we get the win, and we are going to be 1-0 on the season. Qualls had a great game, 28-42 with 267 and 5 touchdowns with 1 interception. Teague went 1 for 1 for 7. Emmanuel had a good rushing game, same thing with Sheets. Gizzy had 986 and 1. Bulaga 761 and 1. Kramer had a touchdown. Emmanuel had a touchdown, and Neely had a touchdown Defensive-wise, Yeast led the team with 12 tackles. We also had 7 tackles for a loss, along with 3 sacks on the day, along with John. We had a bunch of sacks in this game, too. But no picks. We did have 1 pass deflection for the freshman. We did have a forced fumble when not recovered. We did have a safety as well. So that was nice. But we did have 1 field goal blocked. He was 3 for 3 on extra points, though. And we punted 5 times on the day. But heading into game 2, we get Tennessee in game number 2. They are an 84 overall. So you might think that we are going to get blown out in this one. And if you're going to say it on literally the 3rd play of the game, you might be right. It's 7-0 early with Tennessee scoring a pretty quick touchdown. And we didn't have anything going for us there. Our first drive, we end up going on a 4th and 8 from the 24-yard line. The kick is up, and the kick is off the upright and in. So we get the field goal to make it 7-3. However, Tennessee's next drive, they find another open man, and this is where the speed comes in. Tennessee scores another. It is 14-3 here in the first half. Second quarter, though, we're going to run the football up the middle, and Sheets barely doesn't get in. Don't know how he doesn't get in there, but we are going to run a QB sneak because that's what you do at the 1-yard line. And we will make this a 14-10 lead here for Tennessee with 5 minutes to go here in the half. Our next drive, after getting a stop on defense, we have another goal-to-go situation, trying to take the lead with 1:40, and we do. This time, Sheets finds the end zone. And all of a sudden, Omaha has a lead by 3 with 38 seconds to go here in the half. Tennessee's trying to find another score. He throws over the middle, and it's right to Henry. And he gets the pick, our first turnover of the season. And we're going to have a lead going into half. However, after our first drive ends in a punt to start the second half, Tennessee's first drive will end on a read option touchdown for the quarterback. So Tennessee takes the lead back here in the third. It's 21-17. 3rd down and 9 for us. We're going to throw over the middle. It's incomplete. We got hit as we threw. And we're going to have to try to kick another field goal here to try to make it literally a 1-point game. Words are hard now all of a sudden. It's early for me trying to record this, but we get a field goal, 21-20. Tennessee's next drive over the right side. We do get the stop. I don't know why. He could have fell down forward and got the first down, but he didn't, which is very helpful for us because Tennessee will try to kick a field goal with 4 seconds to go in the third, and they make it 24-20. We have a 3rd down and 9 with 5:45 to go in the fourth, jumping ahead a little bit. We throw to our wide receiver of Neely. We get the block from our 3rd-string halfback, who is actually our Sam linebacker, to give us the lead, 27-24. However, again, the speed comes into play. Willett can't make the tackle as well, and Tennessee will take the lead with a 72-yard touchdown pass, 31-27. 4:31 to go. We throw it over the middle. It's just a bad ball. Bad read by myself as well. Just trying to get the first down. But defense holds. And it'll be 34-27 if Tennessee can make this field goal, which they will. So 34-27. We were down by 7. With 45 seconds to go, we find our receiver, and we tie the game, pinning the extra point, with about 40 seconds to go. But they have all 3 of their timeouts. But jumping ahead, 3 plays later, again, the speed comes into play. Gets his man open, and Tennessee takes the lead with seconds to go. We ran even cover 4 quarters and just no one covered deep ball. But with 4 seconds, we pretty much had to put this ball up. It was not even going to be coming close to being caught. And Tennessee will beat us 41-34. A very good game from our offense. I mean, we had a couple turnovers, but Brady Durant just outplayed us. 418 for passing yards with 5 touchdowns with 85% completion percentage. It was not a good game for our defense. But we did force an interception too, so it wasn't that bad. But Qualls 38 for 52, 377 with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Rushing-wise, Sheets went over 100 yards with a touchdown. Qualls also had a touchdown as well. Even Yeast, the Sam linebacker, had a run. But Gizzy 9 for 60, Neely 8 for 74. Buaga had over 100 receiving yards on the day. Defensive-wise, we had 10 total tackles from Cribbs. We had a bunch of tackles for a loss, but no sacks. 1 pick from Malcolm Henry, but nothing really else going for us there. Perfect on the day for kicks, 4 for 4 for extra points, and 2 field goals. Heading into game 3, week 4 after a bye, we get to face Syracuse. So this is a little bit of a different opponent than Tennessee and FCS. And on 3rd and 9, here at the 17-yard line, we tried to throw over the middle. He was open. He just dropped the ball. And we are going to have to kick a field goal. But this is probably about all the highlights for us here in this one. Because after that, Syracuse just goes on a run. They have a goal-to-go situation here in the first quarter with seconds to go after we got a couple stops on defense, and so did they. But they run an RPO. Everyone just got blocked on the left side, and they go up 7-3. 3 minutes later, again, still 7-3. They run a screen pass. No one was ready for it. We can't make the tackle, and it's going to be 14-3 here in the first half. Again, not looking good. It's still 14-3. 20 seconds to go here in the half. Syracuse can put up another score, but the defense does do their job. They get a sack, and they make it 4th down and 6, but they will kick a field goal to go 14-3 here with 17-3, with seconds to go, and he almost missed it too. But after another field goal by Syracuse, 20-3, we tried to throw it up, trying to get to our wide receiver, or to our tight end. It was just a poorly thrown ball, and they will get the ball back. However, 2 plays later, still 20-3. They decide to run a read option. He gets hit hard and fumbles the football, and we recover it at the 14. So maybe our luck was turning around. 3 plays later, we kind of met with a harsh reality. They sent a huge blitz. Couldn't have time to throw. And, yeah, jumping ahead to the final play of the game, they win 30-3. And let me tell you, their next game, they gave up 62 points. So there was nothing really to write home about in this game for us. Teague even came in late in the game. It just was not a good game for us. We barely ran the ball. Receiving-wise, we had no one even close to 100 yards. Defensive-wise, 2 guys had 10-plus tackles. We did have a couple sacks in the game with Mixon leading the team with 2, but it was just, 5 sacks in the game. Kicking-wise, we were 1 for 1 on field goals. That was our only points. But heading into the final game of the episode, we have to face FIU in our first game in the CUSA this season. And on 3rd down and 6 from the 20-yard line, they send a blitz. Qualls just escapes. We did have our drag route over the middle, or on the right side, but somehow doesn't get in. But Qualls does get us down to a 1st and goal. And again, from the 1-yard line, might as well just run a QB sneak to get in the end zone, and we give Qualls his much-deserved touchdown. So 7-0 here in the first quarter. 3:07 to go, or 3rd and 7, 3:03 to go here in the first quarter. He's just going to throw it up deep into the end zone, and we get the interception. I thought that was caught for a second there, but we get the pick. And heading into the next quarter, 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line. Trying to find the end zone. We run right side, and we do get in the end zone, just barely. But Orbett's got a 14-0 lead until they run a triple option, and we all broke in for the run. And FIU will cut the lead in half, 14-7. Still in the first half, though, with 10 seconds to go. Watch this play. That probably should have been offensive pass interference, but we get the touchdown to go up 21-7. And as I said, that play should have been offensive pass interference. This one should have been defensive pass interference. So a little bit of a makeup call. Both plays end up being touchdowns. It'll be 21-14 with FIU getting a pick six. So not good for us. But heading into the late in the third with 2:20 to go, first down and goal from the 6. We're going to run up the middle of the right side, and Sheets finds the end zone for another rushing touchdown for him. And we take a 2-score lead. 13 seconds to go here in the third. Another triple option. I guess just a speed option-wise. And they find the end zone again to cut the lead down to 7. But with 2:53 to go, we're going to run up the middle. Sheets again finds the end zone. And we have a 2-score lead with 3 minutes to go in the game. You think that we will just end it in regulation. But with 2 minutes to go, 2 plays later, he's going to throw it probably easy 100 yards in the air. Almost 100 yards in the air. I think that was probably 80 yards in the air for a touchdown. They only thrown 7 times at that point. And now with 50 seconds to go, they find the end zone again and score a touchdown. We blew a 2-touchdown lead in the matter of 2 minutes. So, 35-35, we're going to overtime. We're going to show this whole goal-to-go sequence. We get a sack to start the goal-to-go. So, and at that point, we decided, hey, let's send the blitz every time. And hopefully that we can get home enough to get some stops and go from there. They run the option again. They pitch it very quickly, and he's going to go backwards again, losing 2 yards. So third down and goal from the 15-yard line. We desperately need a stop. We cannot be giving up a touchdown, because if we do, I don't think we're going to win. But has all day to throw, escapes the pocket, still has all day, finally throws it over the middle, and we do stop him at the 2-yard line. And luckily, the defense holds just enough to force a field goal. And our first drive of overtime, Sheets gets in the end zone for a touchdown. And Omaha escapes FIU with a win, 41-38 here in this one. So, going 2-2 so far, 4 weeks or 4 games in, is pretty solid for the squad. Granted, again, if you guys missed the last couple episodes, you know that we are way under the limit for this team, but for at least players on the team. So our third string running back is the same linebacker. That's how low this team is with players. But we threw 50 times in this one, 287 with a touchdown and a pick. We also ran almost 30 times. We ran almost 40 times as well. I think we did run over 40 times. But Gizzy had over 100 yards. Bulaga almost had 100 yards as well. But it was a pretty decent, at least third game for us. Not so much the 2 before. And then game 1 was a rough one as well. And it was another close game. But all in all, that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit that like button down below. It's free, really helps out the channel. And if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. We're very, very close to 500. Once we get that, we'll be doing a 24-hour stream right here on YouTube. Again, also, if you guys do want a player, write a comment down below, and I'll get you added in to this roster next season. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys have a great day, weekend, wherever you guys are watching this, and I'm out. Peace.